Do I have lipstick on my teeth? Okay. Get it together, Kelly. Get it together. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be doing a quick, maybe not so quick, since I obviously already recorded it and I know it's really long, but a video on how I created this look using the new Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, which I got a few weeks ago at Sephora, and you can see all of the purchases that I got in that trip in another video that I will post up here. Today I'm going to be reviewing most of those products and show you how I do this look using this palette and my Naked 2 palette from Urban Decay. So let's get started. Oh, and real quick, I just wanted to say that I am not a makeup artist. I'm not professional. This is just like the products I use. Some are drugstore, some are not. I'm going to walk you through everything that I use, but this is just like me, how I do my makeup on a daily basis. I'm sure a lot of people do it differently. There's probably things that I do wrong. Feel free to leave notes in the comments. Be nice, guys, and help me get better at this because it's something that I am still learning how to do myself. So let's get started. This is how I do these eyes. My braid's coming out. It's okay because I do not plan to keep this in, and I can't see what I'm doing with it anymore. Holy crap. Alright, this isn't like an intentional braid. I'm just trying to keep my hair out of my face because today I'm going to do a video. Oops. Today I'm going to do a video for you about my, sorry, I shook the camera, about my daily beauty routine using the new Huda Beauty mini eyeshadow palette in Electric Obsessions. I have been testing it out. God, sorry, my nose like really itches. Whew. Okay, I have been testing it out and I super love it. It has really bright pigmented color. It's like very, very bright. So I'm going to show you some things that I've done with it over the last couple of weeks. Initially, I went to the Sephora in the mall where I was visiting my family back in North Carolina, and I picked up these items. The Huda Beauty palette is one. I'm going to, I can't talk. I am going to, hang on. So I'm going to walk you through my daily routine right now using these products that I just purchased and talk about how they're working out for me. So let's get started. All right, the first thing I'm going to do, well, I just washed my face. That's why I have my hair kind of braided off to the side because I'm going to leave it down eventually, but right now I just needed it kind of like out of the way. So it's not even tied off. It might start coming apart during the video, but that's okay. I used my Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Hydrating Moisturizer. It's really difficult to say. I don't know why they make that. It's so hard to say. So that is that. It is very like silky. It's a very silky kind of light cream. It's very smooth, super hydrating, and so I've covered my face in that already, and I will add a little extra here just because it feels really good on my skin. And I've been cleansing with the cleanser that came with it as well, and occasionally I'm using this to use like once or twice a week as needed or something. I don't know if it's ever gonna focus. There it goes. Okay, the Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Serum. Intense 75% hyaluronic acid complex. Helps hydrate and replenish the appearance of aging and dehydrating skin with vital moisture, imparting a look of youthful radiance. Apply as needed to face and neck for intense hydration. So it's like the extra concentrated hyaluronic acid, which I read about and kind of sounded just like water. But then apparently it's like water and other things attached to it, which make it hold like more moisture than normal water. I don't know. It's not just water, I guess. And that's what I have been using for my skincare. I'm really happy with it right now. My skin feels very good and hydrated. I'm still dealing with some dry patches, but they are getting better, and I think they could be related to some other conditions I have going on with my skin. So it may, this may not completely cure that, but it is helping a lot. My skin feels really good. So the next thing I'm going to do is use my foundation, the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. It is weightless ultra definition makeup, and it's a really nice foundation. I used it for a long time before. This is the second time I've gotten this. I'll be honest, when I ran out of it last time, I didn't go buy another one. I was on a very tight budget at the time, so I just picked up some quick drugstore Maybelline Fit foundation. This is the matte poreless foundation. I loved this actually. I felt like it did a really good job, and it lasted all day, and I was super happy with it. But I did want to replace my Naked foundation because that's my good foundation that I've always used. I really like it. But I really miss my Maybelline. I'm having like a hard time parting ways with this because this went on like really nicely and it looked good all day. Like I could get home like 10 or 11 o'clock at night and look in the mirror and my skin was still very, it was very, what's the word? Evened out. The coloring was still like the foundation had worn off, but it had like maintained a nice color like evenly over my face. That was with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation, which I loved. So now I'm back to the Naked Skin, and I do love it. It's my foundation, like I said, but I am missing my Maybelline. If you can't tell, I just spent like a whole 5 freaking minutes talking about it. Now I'm kind of lazy in the way that I do this. I just kind of like put it on in my key areas I want it. And then I take my foundation brush. I don't use a beauty blender, but maybe I should. I don't know. I've never gotten one. I do have a primer that sometimes I will use under this foundation, but today I don't think that's necessary. I'm not even going to bother with that. And I just kind of blend it in. I make sure that I get like all the cracks and crevices. Now this foundation, maybe just because I'm used to the other one, when it goes on, it doesn't blend as well with my skin immediately. Like it looks fine 30 minutes later. I think like it sets in. Maybe that's normal, I don't know. But the other foundation, the Maybelline, like I put it on and it looked good within like 3 or 4 minutes. Like it just dried up real nice and then it lasted all day. So I'm a big fan of the Maybelline Fit Me set if you need a good drugstore foundation. Alright, so this is just make sure that I get all the areas with the foundation brush. Okay, so that's that. Alright, I am using a contouring pencil, and I probably cut this part out because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I got this contouring pencil in an Ipsy bag. eyes. That's it. I just blend the cheekbones and the sides of my nose. I know other people do it like everywhere, and I don't really know like the real way to contour, but that's just how I do it. Alright, I also like to use, and I know I'm like breaking all the rules of makeup right now by using the same brush for this, but I just take a little bit of this pink. This is the Tarte blush that they gave me as the birthday gift. It is the, what is it called? Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Partay. P-A-A-A-R-T-Y. And I just do right above where I did the contour. Just very light. I do not use a lot of blush. I normally don't even use blush. I'm just using it because I have it. Why not, right? Alright, so that's that for my foundation right now. Next, I am going to use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade Sin, which I love. I don't know if you can even see it. It's just really light packaging. But it is the Urban Decay primer, eyeshadow primer potion in Sin. I love this stuff. It's got like this champagne colored shimmer to it. I just take a little bit and I put it on my eyelid as an eyeshadow primer. It makes all of your colors last like forever. It'll last like 2 days if you want and still look good. And it doesn't take a lot. Like I literally just, I hate the packaging for this too. Like this wand, like what is that? It should be like in something that you can, I don't know. It should be more accessible than that. So I just apply the eyeshadow primer to my eye. I do the whole thing up to my eyebrow because I put my highlight up there. And so yeah. So today I am going to use this blue, the light blue color. I put it on yesterday and I did not like it. I was like, it's too bright. It's a really, really pretty color, but it's too bright for me because I have like bright blue eyes, and putting that color right above them detracted from my eyes and just kind of looked silly at the time. But then I showed my boyfriend and he loved it. So I decided to go ahead and do that a second time just to see if maybe I can do it a little bit different so that I like it better. We're gonna do that together today. Maybe I'll like it more. Let's see. I use the standard brush that comes with the Naked palette. It's just like a normal brush. Alright, so I took this light blue. Alright, I applied this light teal blue to my eyelid. Just to the inner portion. Alright, then I'm going to take, this is from the Naked 2 palette by Urban Decay, and I'm going to use the color Verve, which is this silver right here, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just kind of line out the middle of the eye. right here in the center of the eyelid, so it has like a silvery shimmer, and blend that in. Alright, then I'm going to take this darker blue color. It looks like more of a navy on the camera, but it's actually more of a like a green. It has a lot of green in that blue, which doesn't transfer well on the video for some reason. So that's definitely got a little bit more of a green tint to it than a blue tint. But I'm going to take that and I'm going to use my crease shadow brush from Sephora, and I'm just going to put it right here on the edge. Just like that. I'm just going to keep blending that in from the edge of my eyelid up to the end of my eyebrow. Alright, so that's that. And then I'm going to go back to my standard shadow brush from the Urban Decay palette. And I'm going to take this color. It is called Tease. This one here. Alright, Tease is going to be my blending color, and I'm just going to start above my eyeshadow here and go all the way to the outer edge. Tease is kind of like a light brown with sort of a silvery tone to it, so it goes nicely with these blues. And then so that is kind of lined out from the top of my eye to the dark part. And then I'm going to use it the same way on my other eye, all the way out. I just blend it right into the blue on my eyelid and the blue on the outer edge there. And then I'm going to take where is it? Right here. This is called Booty Call. This pink here, I am going to take that. Oh, sorry. It's like a very light. Ooh, I'm having issues, y'all. Is it this thing is in my way? I don't know. Alright, so I've taken the very light Booty Call. That sounds really crazy. And I use that as a highlight at the top. It's just a really, really light pink color. And it goes above, you know, just along the very top of the eyelid, and then it is blended into that silvery brown, like taupey color that's right below it. So I've gone from the blue from the Huda and the silver. So a lot of this is the Naked 2 palette with the blue from these two blues from the Huda Beauty. Alright, I'm going to brush off any excess blue that has fallen down on my cheeks. And today I will use my liner pencil from Marc Jacobs. I just do short strokes all the way across. Try to keep it a very thin line towards my inner eyelid, which is hard to do because my eyelids are kind of like weird. They droop in a weird way. There's one spot and it's hard for me to line that out. And so I don't typically use a lot of liner. But that doesn't look too awful. Alright, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of the Silver Verve and apply that right here in the middle again, just to give it a little bit more of a silvery pop in the middle. And a little bit on the inner portion of my eyelid. Alright, so that is the eyeshadow. You can see. And I'm going to apply mascara. This is using the Monsieur Big mascara from Lancome Paris. I'm really happy with the Monsieur Big mascara. It makes my lashes look huge and long. And I don't think that it's super clumpy. I honestly don't think that there's much adding fake lashes could do for me. I've thought about using fake lashes, but if I have a really good mascara, I really don't think I need them, right? Like I mean, I could for a big event or something, but for every day, I think this is fine. So that is the Monsieur Big mascara from Lancome, which I love. And you'll probably notice that I got a little bit of mascara on my eyes. I just take that off with a quick Q-tip. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to do is use my Dior Liquid Lip Stain lipstick, and this is really hard for me to apply, but guys, this thing, look at this. This is super pigmented, like bright pink, and I did not expect it to be so bright when I got it, but I love it. Like, it took me a day or so to adjust to it, but it is hard to put on, so let me try and do that right now. Alright, and then I have to come through and I don't know if I just have like a weird shaped mouth. I feel like I do. But I struggle with lipstick and everything, so I'm just gonna kind of smooth out the edges because a lot of the time I go over them like, and it looks really bad. I'm sure there's a way to get around this. I should YouTube it. That's probably where I'd learn how to do this right. Okay. So that's pretty much it for the edges of my lips. And I just let that dry for a moment. And then I'm going to add the Christian Dior Ultra Dior lip gloss, which I love. It's just like a really smooth, slick feeling on my lips, and it's not sticky, but it will last forever. Like, I can fall asleep with this on and wake up and it's still on. It lasts a long time. I mean, like, it won't last, like, if you're eating heavily, like a cheeseburger or something, you might lose your lip gloss. But, like, if you're not doing anything with your lips, it will just sit there forever. And I'm just kind of... And just real quick, take any excess off. All right, and I take this Maybelline Dream Velvet Foundation, and I just take a tiny little bit. It's just like a very small amount, and I just rub it between my fingers. And then I apply it under my eyes because I don't use any other concealers or anything. And this kind of takes some of the bags out of under my eyes and gives a little bit of a highlight to the top part of my cheekbone there. And I'm going to use my foundation brush just to blend that in. And that also takes off any excess powder that may have fallen out of my eyeshadow area. Alright, so that is it, you guys. That is my blue eyeshadow creation using the Huda Beauty palette and the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. So my review of it is I really like it. Like, look how bright and bold those colors are. Like, that's a bomb. And here is a quick clip of when I had this color combination done at the mall. She used the orange, yellow, and pink to do a sunset look on my eyes. Take a look at that, see what you think. And also here is a picture I will be inserting of my eyes using the purple. It was this color right here to create that look. And that's it, guys. That is my everyday look using the new Huda Beauty palette. I am actually really liking it. I think that could work for like winter if you want like really cool colors. It's kind of like an icy snow look, or you can even pull it off in summer, like bright blue skies. I think it works year round, at least winter and summer for sure. So I really like this look, and I will be experimenting with some other colors, and I will update you guys as I do that. Be sure to follow me on Instagram or Twitter. That is where I'll be posting those. So I think that's it, guys. I am going to close this thing out because it is crazy long, and I'm sorry about that. But if you have watched the whole thing, thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.